Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Fields now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A give to ETN running right.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
You talk about this Seahawks defense.
They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
That one third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Herbert.
That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
Still going. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll go again with ETN. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The Giants at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
11.
Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own ends. Rush comes and they put. Oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Easy.
3rd and long. It's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
5-9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
You got a mini basement. Why not? West right, fifth. Right.
To throw is Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Fields throwing again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Milton Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
A big gain on the play, but it leads to 4th down.
Hey, 551. No mas, no mas. Yes. Right.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now
this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're certainly ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, go Lion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, it's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down. But
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So on Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Missed.
It will not go down. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Sheds off the tackle.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and long. It's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Hey, it's this. What's right? EQ.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields.
Flush to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Boye Mafe picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here we go.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough third and 18.
Now Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Loose inside the 30.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Run!
A give for Walker running right.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Herbert now
Rolling to his right.
able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba
From 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Oh, good move. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Right.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 41
Field's going to change things up here.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Right.
From the 41, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with ETN.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
You got a mini base. Why not?
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Ken. Angel. Go.
They snap it to Fields. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is going to have the Giants first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Fields now to throw.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Giants could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Jamar Chase,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Ken.
Now Fields.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 2-yard line.
Now Fields going to move him around.
it looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point forthcoming. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks.
And this ball intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.